Well, everybody, we finally got ourselves our first great one of 2024. And I say finally, but we're like 3 days into it. We got our first great one of 2024. And because of that, it's time to get back to an old grind that a lot of you have wanted to come back. It is time to set up the moose grind once again and try to get that Fabled Birch typical rack, because we have had a lot of trouble getting that thing, and it is my most wanted combination of the moose that I could possibly get. So we're going to try and get that. But first, we gotta set everything up again. We have everything set up for whitetail, which means we need to break down every single thing that we've got at these whitetail zones and repurpose them for our moose zones. And of course, later in the video, we will show off that great one black bear that we got the other night. But for now, we gotta go ahead and try to take down all the stuff on this map, because we got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to get it back to the place that it was in back when we were hunting the moose. Well, everybody, we did it. We've set up our moose grind, and I've done it in a little bit of a different way than we did last time. So I've added the ground blinds, or I guess waterfowl blinds, in a lot of these zones to speed up the time to get in the blind and take the shot. Because as you guys know, this is what we've been doing a lot of recently. We've been using the blind instead of the tripod. And it actually makes things really, really fast for getting inside of your blind. We set it up at all the zones that we had them at previously, including these zones here. However, I did set up one brand new zone because I looked over and there was a level 3 in here once again that needs to be shot. So that's where one of our males had gone, was over here. So this zone has been added to the rotation. And then we set up at all of the old zones that we were hunting at before, with the exception of, instead of tripods, using our waterfowl blinds, except for this one, as we have to look over top of trees and the blind just would not have worked out well. And since I get this question a lot, I'm going to show you guys why I use these waterfowl blinds that are from the Duck and Cover DLC instead of the tripods that come from the tripod and tree stand pack. You can just walk straight into it, and with these blinds, you can place them as close to the tent as you possibly can. And then, you know, take your shots, and if you need to reset the time, you can just click exit, and you're back in your tent immediately. It's really fast compared to hopping in and out of a tripod, and you can place them much closer to the tent than you can a tripod. For some reason, tripods don't allow you to place them directly next to the tent. And this is about as close as you can place a tripod stand. I mean, that's quite a bit further away compared to the blind, where I could put the blind just right here. But with this tripod, you gotta walk a good distance, and then when you enter, you're going through a little animation to get in there, and then you're able to take your shot. And then if you, for some reason, don't have all your herds in the zone, or you need to hop down and change the time or something, you gotta wait for another animation transition thing just to get down and change your time. So that is why we have been using the blinds in many locations, and I only use the tripods if it's gonna be like beneficial to use them, because it's just so much better to use those waterfowl blinds whenever you can if you're really just after the fastest, most efficient grind you can possibly do. So now that we have got our next grind set up, I think it's about time that we show off the Great One Black Bear that we got recently on live stream. With this being our 5th Great One Black Bear and it being substantially lower kill counts than the first 2, I think it's safe to say that we have finally broken the bad luck streak and confirmed it with a couple more that were relatively short. The first 2 grinds we had for Black Bear were ridiculously long, 8,300 kills and then 3,791. And then after that, the third one was just over 700 if I'm not mistaken. Then we had a 102 kill grind, and now this most recent one was 215. So I'd say it's safe to say that we have finally broke the curse and confirmed it with 3 short grinds in a row. And this one being our first duplicate fur type as well. I still don't have the Fabled Chestnut or the Fabled Spirit, of course, because those are the 2 I wanted the most. So, of course, they're going to be the ones I get last. But without further ado, let's take a look at that beautiful bear. There's a 4. Man, we're getting a lot of tiny bears. Getting a lot of small males today. I've seen a few 4s and a lot of 5s and 6s. Bro, we're getting tiny bears left and right.
Tiny bears?
Tiny bears, like lots of 4s and 5s.
Tiny bears.
Tiny bears over there. Great one coming. It could be, you never know. Like, I always have weird stuff happen with them whenever a great one's about to pop. But it could just be coincidence. It's hard to say. Could be a little coinky-dink.
A few minutes later.
Ah, great one! Yes!
No way!
Yes! Yes! Fabled Cream! Fabled Cream! Let's go! go! First great one of 2024, and it's a black bear! Oh my gosh! Let's go, guys! Let's go! I knew my bears were acting weird. Like, I was like, man, there is just tiny bears everywhere. Like, all my bears were spawning as level 4s and 5s. And now we got ourselves our first duplicate fur type for a great one bear. Oh my gosh. Man.
Dude, that's wild.
Dude, I had a feeling too, but like I assumed it was just coincidence. I was like, man, everything is tiny. Like I'm barely getting any giants. Holy, Fabled Cream. We got a Fabled Cream bear.
Holy crap,
Let's go,
bro.
guys. Let's go. I can't believe that. Holy crap.
So proud of you.
You know, that's honestly a crazy start to the year. A bear, of all things? A bear? That was a quick grind, too. 215 kills. Sheesh. All right, guys. What are we going to kill it with? I'm seeing so many people saying 6.5. You guys just want me to get scared again. I'm honestly happy in a way that it's Fabled Cream because I didn't get to spot my last one before finding the track. Like my first bear that was the Fabled Cream, I found the track. And so like it wasn't the same level of excitement because like I got all the excitement when I found the track, and then you know when I finally spotted the fur for the first time, I already knew that there was a great one because we found the track. This time I got to spot him and see that like very distinct coloration. Oh man. My poor voice is like, dude, you really starting? I didn't bring ammo. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. I'll have to fast travel away, so hopefully I don't spook it. I didn't bring ammo. Well, back we go. Take 2. I'm thinking we'll just shoot it from here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just want to stop and take a moment to just appreciate how good the free skins have been in the Hunter. Look at the way the moon reflects off of this this chrome that came with the New Year's pack. That is just so crazy, man. I never thought we'd ever have stuff like this in Call of the Wild. Like, that is reflecting the moon. That's cool. That's really cool. I know there's some people that hate that they're adding a lot of skins in, but, I mean, if they add in skins and it doesn't lessen the amount of normal content or the quality of the normal content, then I'm fine with it. Now, if it ever gets to a point where all they're doing is releasing skin packs and not like the every 3 or 6 months updates, then we'd have a problem here. All right, here we go. I'm going to wait till he puts his head up because, yeah, that's exactly why. That should be good. We got to wait a second and it's dying. Whew. Dude, 6.5 didn't scare me as much this time because I kind of knew what to expect. I knew that it was going to be a little delayed, but it still is kind of scary when you don't see the health go down immediately. Man, look at that beauty. A chunky bear. 27-15. Holy crap, man. A crazy start to 2024 with a great one bear. And I kind of feel like at this point, we might be ready to go back to moose hunting. It's been a bit since we've got a moose, and seeing CJO get his great one moose recently really kind of made me want to go back to moose. To try and finish our quest to get a Fabled Birch typical rack, or just a Fabled Birch in general. I really want to accomplish that. So I'm thinking the next thing we do might be moose. We might head back to moose. I know we were trying to get the typical rack whitetail, but only so much whitetail I can handle in a row nowadays with all the different grinds we have going. And there he is, the newest addition to our Great One Lodge. I decided to put him in the corner over here because I didn't really have any multi-mount that I wanted to put him in as of now. And I didn't have the room to put him in a multi-mount either because I've already got a lot of the full body platforms taken up by whitetail, moose, and fallow deer. So there wasn't really any room to put another bear in a full body platform in a multi-mount. A lot of people were telling me to put it with our other Fabled cream, but I wanted to keep the super rare with it because it's the only super rare bear that we have got in 13,000 kills of bear hunting, so I wanted to keep that in there. So I figured this would be the next best place to put him, is over here in this corner, where he's kind of watching over everything else in the room. You know, out of the 6 different fur types for the Great One Black Bear, this is my third favorite. It's a really nice looking fur type. It looks absolutely incredible, but the ones that I want the most are the Fabled Spirit and the Fabled Chestnut, and they are the only 2 bears that I have not acquired. We have 2 of the Fabled Cream, and then if we go over into this room right here, we've got we've got Glacier 1 and Glacier 2 plus a Spotted. This is the Spotted, this is Glacier 2, and then Glacier 1 is in one of these other rooms. There is our Glacier 1 Great One Black Bear. Honestly, out of all of the ones that we currently have, I do think the Fabled Cream is my favorite one that I've killed, along with the Fabled Spotted being a close second. But man, I really want to get that Spirit, and I really want to get that Chestnut, so hopefully one of our next bears will end up being that. Though I think we're going to be grinding Moose for quite a while before we head back to the bears. I guess it all depends on what you guys want to see more of on the channel. We've also got some other cool videos upcoming where I'm going to be doing some of your guys' suggested challenges, as well as bringing back the 7-day grind videos. Now that the holiday season is done and Christmas has passed and so is New Year's, I actually have time to put into those types of videos once again. So stay tuned for that content. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to be doing more of the Great One Before Level 60 account, as well as potentially getting back to the no DLC playthrough. So let me know which one of those you guys want to see the most in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to respond to as many of the comments as I can. And if you haven't already, leave a like on the video because it really does help out more than you guys could ever imagine. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, leave a sub, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!